front, bringing in some heavy rain across western areas this morning. It's pushing eastwards and weakening as it does so, and as it clears the southeast later, it will be the last weather front we'll see for quite a while. I'll have all the details shortly. Good morning both. Good morning to you too. It's going to be a wet day for many of us today. The rain already in western areas is pushing eastwards through the course of the day, but as it does so, it will tend to weaken and it won't get into the far southeast until the end of the day. Now you can see all the rain that we've had. It's heaviest across parts of central and southwestern Scotland. Here we could have widely 30 millimetres of rainfall, twice that amount on the tops of the hills. So it could well lead to some disruption and potentially some flooding issues as well. To the north of that, we see a return to brighter skies and some blustery showers. The rain eventually clearing Northern Ireland, but pushing in through western England, Wales and the southwest. And ahead of it, although there will be some bright skies, the cloud is going to continue to build. So you can see the rate at which the rain is moving from the west towards the east, weakening all the time, brightening up behind it. It's going to be a breezy day, but not as windy as it was yesterday across the northwest. Temperature-wise, we're looking at 9 to about 11 degrees. Now, there goes the rain through this evening as a fairly light affair across the far southeast. Behind it, some clear skies, wintry showers down to about 200 or 300 metres in Scotland. And again, some of those showers will be blustery. It's going to be a colder night than last night, but probably too windy for any frost issues. Then as we head into tomorrow, high pressure is building, so a lot of settled conditions. There'll be areas of cloud crossing southern England and also Wales, moving over towards the east. And temperature-wise in towns and cities, 5 to about 9 degrees. You can find out what the temperature is going to be like where you are on your BBC weather app. John and Sal.
We will look at
early settled. Sal and John.
Carol, thank you very much indeed. I didn't hear a word of that. Because we're...
For the rest of this week, well, today for starters, we've got some rain, some heavy rain in the west. That's going to clear. It's going to lighten as it pushes southeastwards. It's then going to turn colder than it has been, with patchy fog and also some frost forming over the next few days. So what we have today is this weather front. This is what's producing the heavy rain. It's moving eastwards and southeastwards, bumping into an area of high pressure, so weakening all the time. But some heavy rain this morning across parts of central and southwestern Scotland. Widely 30 millimetres possible, and we could even have as much as 60 millimetres on higher ground. The Met Office has some yellow weather warnings out to this end. They expire today at lunchtime at 1 o'clock. So through the rest of the day, you can see how this band of rain continues to push steadily southeastwards. Behind it, some blustery showers around, some windy conditions across the north and northwest of Scotland. And ahead of it, there'll be a fair bit of cloud, the cloud continuing to build as that weather front approaches. Temperature-wise, 7 in Stornoway to about 11 in St Helier. Now, through this evening, you can see how it's a fairly weak feature as the front pushes away with this patchy light rain. Clear skies follow on behind, some blustery showers in the north. Some of those will be wintry, down to about 200 or 300 metres. And it's going to be a colder night than it was last night. These are our overnight lows, freezing in Birmingham, but probably too breezy for any issues with frost or fog. Now, as we head into tomorrow, still some wintry showers at first in Scotland on the hills. They'll tend to ease as we go through the day. Still be a few showers around. We've also got an area of cloud across parts of Wales and southern England, drifting east through the day. But as you can see, a lot of dry weather and a fair bit of sunshine. But it's going to be a cooler day tomorrow than today. Our highs 6 to about 10 degrees north to south. Now that takes us into Thursday. We'll start off with some mist and fog across parts of southern England, southern Scotland and Cumbria. Some of that will be slow to lift, but for many it's going to be a dry day with a fair bit of sunshine around. But later the wind's picking up across the Western Isles and also the Northern Isles, and temperatures 7 to about 9 degrees. So beyond that, high pressure that's really dominating our weather starts to drift away, and that means we're going to see a change in the wind direction. We're going to be pulling in more of an easterly or a northeasterly from the near continent. That is why it's going to cool down, not just by day, but also by night. And we'll be looking at some frost as we head on into the weekend. And for some, Sal and John, even in the south of England, we could, in the early part of the day, see some winteriness in those showers. It's not guaranteed, though, so don't get your sledge out just yet.
Winteriness. That means very,
Yes.
very cold. Carol, thank you.
Thanks. Moves as well and talks, you'll be glad to hear, or maybe not. Good morning, everybody. This morning, if you're just stepping out, it's not a particularly cold start to the day. These are the temperatures. In Bristol, it's 8 degrees at the moment, but in Kinloss in northern Scotland, it is 12. Now, what's happening is that we've got a weather front which has been producing some heavy rain in the west already, and it's going to be drifting slowly southeastwards as we go through the course of the day. Ahead of it, some bright spells, but a fair bit of cloud. And on the other side of it, we see a return to bright spells, but some blustery showers, the wind picking up across the north and northwest of Scotland. As this weather front continues to drift towards the southeast, though, later in the day, it will weaken and the rain on it will be fairly light and patchy. Clear skies with the odd isolated shower across England, Wales and Northern Ireland, but some of those showers across Scotland will be more prolific, and increasingly we'll see them turn wintry in nature down to about 200 or 300 metres as we go through the latter part of the evening and overnight. Clear skies follow on behind. It's going to be a cold night. It's going to be quite a breezy night, so probably too windy to have any issues with mist, fog or frost. Then tomorrow we start off with the wintry showers initially on the hills in Scotland. They'll tend to fade. Any showers left will be of rain. Come further south, a lot of dry weather, also some clearer skies. But we do have an area of cloud pushing across southern England and Wales over towards the east. Temperatures 6 to 10 degrees. Beyond that, it's getting colder by day and by night. There'll be mist and fog and also some frost. And if you want to see if that's going to affect you, don't forget to check out the BBC Weather app. Sal and John.
We will do that, Carol.